Hello and welcome to the Industry 4.0 educational series sponsored by the Economic Growth Institute at the University of Michigan and the Manufacturing Growth Alliance. I am Stephanie Ludwig. I am a project manager at the Institute, and today our topic is going to be the Industrial Internet of Things. At the end of the presentation, I will provide some additional resources on current opportunities across the state of Michigan for small to medium-sized manufacturers, specifically for those manufacturers in Northeast Michigan, Southeast Michigan, and the Upper Peninsula. So today I'm going to cover a high-level overview of Industry 4.0, the Internet of Things, and the Industrial Internet of Things. So before we talk about the Internet of Things, to understand where we are today, I think we should take a quick step back and look at where it started. As you can see from the graphic, the Industrial Revolution is broken down into 4 phases that started at the end of the 18th century. Industry 4.0 technically started in 1776 when James Watt introduced the steam engine. This is where we were first breaking away from just human power and animal-based power, and we're actually starting to build something on our own using some sort of energy, which was water and steam, to help increase efficiency. The next phase, called Industry 2.0, is where we started using mass production lines for building cars and mass producing canned goods. And this was all powered by electricity. That brought us to Industry 3.0, where we began to introduce computers and simple robots to bring minimal automation and connectedness to the manufacturing floor. Which brings us to today, Industry 4.0, a union between physical assets and advanced digital technologies that are interconnected, which means that it's not just a robot on your shop floor, but that technologies have the possibility to communicate, analyze, and act. And we know organizations that have adopted Industry 4.0 technologies are more flexible, responsive, and intelligent, and therefore more prepared for data-driven decisions that will improve their business side. So let's jump into the Internet of Things. So the Internet of Things describes the network of physical objects or things that are embedded with sensors, software, and other technologies for the purpose of connecting and exchanging data with other devices and systems through the internet or the cloud. This would be the internet, this would include internet-connected security cameras, camera-equipped doorbells, Google Home, Alexa. These are all household tools that are connected to the internet digitally that a consumer can use, monitor, and control by their phone or laptop. Whereas the Internet of Things focus on household and consumer items, the Industrial Internet of Things refers to the extension and use of the Internet of Things in industrial sectors and applications. This would be with a strong focus on machine-to-machine learning, communication, big data. The Industrial Internet of Things enables industries and enterprises to have better efficiency and reliability in their operations. Both the Internet of Things and the Industrial Internet of Things enable faster decision-making. They connect people, devices, and applications so that they can interact with increased reliability and better operational efficiency. While IIoT focuses on household use, Internet of Things takes the same concept to the industrial sector, which promotes better working conditions and extends machine life. The Industrial Internet of Things can also optimize the use of assets and predict points of failure. Smart manufacturing means that all of your plant equipment can talk to you by giving you necessary data and by presenting insightful data for you to take action on. Your plant equipment can talk to each other and present insightful data points and ideas to improve productivity because they're all interconnected. Using the industrial Internet of Things creates an intelligent platform that can help you with sound decision making backed by data for important businesses decisions such as resource planning, production planning, maintenance scheduling, market cycles. You can adjust for recessions or slowdowns. Can also assist you with raw material ordering. Excuse me. There are a variety of tools used in the internet, industrial Internet of Things and smart manufacturing. It would imply the use of connectivity. Systems are connected to each other as well as to the cloud or an internet to allow for effective data handling and processing that can be used to make important decisions about your business. There is also AI, or artificial intelligence, and machine learning, where the machines can determine inefficiencies and make adjustments to improve your process all on their own. Through all of this, there are platforms and app access that allow the user to see what is happening at any given time on the manufacturing floor from wherever they are. They could be either inside the plant or they could be on vacation in another country, which gives a top-down approach wherein the industrial Internet can directly have a positive impact on the business. So since with the industrial Internet of Things, your equipment and networks are connected to the cloud, it is important to note that as you make this a smart factory, that you need to make cybersecurity a priority. The biggest risks associated with the industrial Internet of Things pertain to security and privacy. It is relatively common for industrial Internet thing devices to continue to use those default passwords that they come with. And it's common for them to send their data in a plain text format. As a result, network operators should take steps to ensure that the industrial Internet of Things devices are secure and send encrypted data. This will help mitigate the risk of any cyber attacks, which could have a severe impact on a company's bottom line. In addition, organizations should establish policies governing who is allowed to access which industrial Internet of Things devices. Security is a big challenge for those who are responsible for an organization's industrial Internet of Things devices, but so too is that device management. And we know as our world goes more digital, security is something that we need to be aware of. Patch management also presents another big challenge regarding the industrial Internet of Things devices. It's becoming increasingly common for device manufacturers to issue periodic firmware updates. Organizations must have an efficient means of checking those devices to make sure they have the latest firmware installed and are deploying new firmware if necessary to ensure that their security is up to date. So why should you consider implementing the Internet of Things? So let's be clear, the industrial Internet of Things is a solution. It is not a product. It cannot be thought of as a standard product which can simply be purchased and applied to your manufacturing floor. Any manufacturing unit or plant should consider industrial Internet of Things as a solution or multiple solutions to those existing products, both tangible and intangible problems. Those problems could be a business problem, a technology problem. Maybe you have a lot of breakdowns, or maybe you're experiencing some bottlenecks that you need assistance with. Or maybe you need better quality of your product. You could also be having issues with planning and a management problem. So many people think that the industrial Internet of Things is about automation, but it's not. It's that one step ahead of automation. Each of these industrial Internet of Things solution is unique to address those problems that I just mentioned, as each company or plant has its own specific challenges that they are addressing. They have their own goals and objectives And through implementing these various solutions, those things can be addressed, and you can develop some really great improvements within your factory floor and your production line and your bottom line. So the industrial Internet of Things can help you achieve all those benefits that you see on the screen to improve your business. So how can you get started with the industrial Internet of Things? So first, you would really want to assign an internal champion to lead your initiative. They will be in charge of keeping the project on track and involving and communicating the status of the next steps with all the stakeholders, so that everyone that is impacted by the initiative, from management to those who are boots on the floor working on the equipment, know what is happening and what to expect. You're going to want to build partnerships between your operational technology person and your information technology person, as well as the decision makers and anyone in the organization who will be part of the initiative. Then complement this with ecosystem partnerships who have expertise in the areas that you are looking to address. You're going to want to clarify business outcomes and ROI, establish goals, define a strategy, use ROI analysis. Start small. There are going to be hurdles. You probably have legacy IT. You may have lack of skills. Change doesn't happen overnight. So use incremental scaling and go for that low-hanging fruit first. As I just mentioned in the last slide, security first. Cybersecurity is real and should be taken seriously to avoid any nefarious activity. Perimeter of security is everywhere in IIoT, so make sure that security is a priority. Think about an architect for analytics. Design integration challenges will exist. Design for outcomes and turn data into actionable intelligence. Remove silos and provide meaningful analytics so that you can reap all the benefits that the industrial industry of technology of things will provide for you. So if you haven't already, you will want to do an audit of your plant to understand your system and set up for both technical and business side of your company. If you have a capable resource on hand, you can do this on your own, or you can hire one of the many consultants that are out there to guide you through this process and make recommendations. What's great about bringing an outside resource is they are fresh eyes on your floor, and they may see things that you haven't noticed, or really some quick fixes or quick opportunities that you can address to update and improve your production capabilities. Once you have identified opportunities for implementation, you can then develop a plan to determine any needed updates for architecture, equipment, development of communication protocols, and system integration requirements. We suggest that you start small and go for that low-hanging fruit, maybe do a pilot implementation, and then continue to move forward until you are fully integrated as a smart factory. If you are thinking about incorporating IIoT into your process, there are many resources available across the state, as I mentioned, as the state looks for implementing Industry 4.0 in our manufacturers. So I hope that you found this high-level overview of what the Industrial Internet of Things is, and stay tuned for more information on some of those resources available. So the state of Michigan has developed a multi-pronged effort to support businesses along their digital transformation journey, with a goal of ensuring 50% of all Michigan manufacturers, or 6,200 businesses, will be prepared to adopt Industry 4.0 by the year 2025. In order to support manufacturers statewide, there are several resources available. One is through Automation Alley. Automation Alley is an Industry 4.0 knowledge center and is all about awareness. Their goal is helping companies understand what the Industry 4.0 shift means for business and culture, and have a multitude of Industry 4.0 data and resources available to assist Michigan manufacturers, that through this state initiative, all manufacturers have access to this information. They are also currently offering Industry 4.0 leadership evaluations that will show companies how to use Industry 4.0 effectively to grow their business. In addition to the resources at Automation Alley, the Michigan Manufacturing Technology Center is providing in-depth technology assessments for small and medium-sized manufacturers, recommending Industry 4.0 technologies best suited for profitability, improvement, and job retention for each unique business. Additionally, they are providing opportunity for companies to see technologies firsthand through their road shows. These are being scheduled all across the state, so please go to their website at the-center.org to find out when one will be in your region. In addition to these statewide initiatives, there are also regional programming initiatives. These include regional webinars like today, and our goal is to continue to provide more educational content for companies as we move forward. So if you would like us to schedule something that digs deeper into some of these technologies that you were introduced today, please reach out to me and let me know so that we can research that and provide that for you, either in a webinar or maybe just for your company. So along with the educational component, we are also offering company assessments and technical assistance projects. Through these, MGA and EGI will work to ensure manufacturers in Southwest Michigan, Northeast Michigan, and the Upper Peninsula have the foundational and practical knowledge to move forward with implementing elements of Industry 4.0 to ensure that they remain competitive in the years to come. And with all of our history running programs to support small to medium-sized manufacturers, we know that what gets your attention the most is when there is funding available to help you. So in our regional program, we will qualify a limited number of companies with high potential projects for a $10,000 grant in matching funds towards the implementation of one of the identified Industry 4.0 projects. So now that you have learned about some of the Industry 4.0 technologies today, you might be wondering, how do I know if my company is ready to implement some of these technologies? The next step of the MGA EGI regional partnership is that for interested companies, EGI will conduct a top-down analysis of your company. After you sign a non-disclosure agreement to ensure your company's data is protected and excluded from the Freedom of Information Act, EGI will conduct a detailed financial analysis of your company. So if you have wondered what your company would be valued at, EGI's analysis will not only help you to better understand its value, but its analysis also allows us to see into your stability and strength and financial aptitude to handle and integrate any of these new technologies, such as the Industrial Internet of Things. So for companies that show that they have good financial stability and aptitude, EGI will then come to your facility and conduct an operational analysis to further evaluate other areas of your business critical to tech integration, such as your leadership, your sales, your planning, your marketing, your people. Both the financial and operation analysis are done at no cost to you and with very minimal time commitment. EGI's output of these analyses is a level set recommendations to increase your firm's value and recommendations for high leverage points of Industry 4.0 adoption that will be recommended as implementation projects to use that $10,000 cost share on. So to implement the high leverage point projects, our team will find the best resources for you to implement this project and will assist in project managing its implementation alongside with your team. If you are interested in qualifying for this $10,000 in matching funds or just learning more about Industry 4.0, please reach out to either Jen DeMond from MGA at the Manufacturing Growth Alliance or myself. Our contact information will be on the next screen. Thank you so much for joining us today. Again, I hope this was helpful, and we are excited to assist you through your Industry 4.0 journey, and reach out to us if you have any questions.